we'll see Lamar Jackson and the home team versus Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Ravens of Houston. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. Certainly two of the... Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Jackson looking to throw right away. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The numbers for Andrews last week, 7 catches, 81 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it, and sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine, and I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. This complete to Jones. The numbers for Jones last week, 5 catches, 66 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle to Smith. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive. The Bengals bring out their punter now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
So you look at this situation and the relocation, it's worked other places. You've got the two teams in L.A. Until recently, we had two out in the Bay Area. Of course, the two New York teams. Now two teams calling Houston home. Well, we know that they do things big here in Texas, and if these fans here are any indication, this city is ready to support a second team. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Ravens at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 3rd and 12. Here's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A gain of 39 that time. That pass was heavily defended on 3rd down, but you know what? He's one of the best in the league at body control, and he showed you why there. So what that tells you is that the guy throwing the football understands his guys, doesn't he? Give them a chance, put it up there, and realize that even in a battle, they're more than likely to come down with the football. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory. It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered. Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage and just too many bodies to maneuver. And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3's in. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal. I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue. I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Complete to Jones. So the completion gets them just a yard. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now it's Burrow. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 1. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They go play action with Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. They go play action with Burrow. Caught on the right side by Jones. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They're passing here. Joe Burrow working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Again, it's Dillon. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. This offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That is caught. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Bengals 1st down.
On 1, ready?
They'll fake the jet sweep and go play action with Burrow. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Jadavian Clowney. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Here we go.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He completes it to Jones. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now Burrow. He'll dump this down to Dillon. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They defeated the Patriots last week, now looking to make it 2 in a row here as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Flowers. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Jackson now. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Now Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. It's Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now it's Jackson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bengals set to take over. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a 1st down. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now 2nd and 3. Here's Burrow. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Down the left sideline. He may go. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now it's Burrow. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Jackson on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Moss. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. To throw is Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Escapes the sack. Throw out wide is incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, and they've gone to halftime with a score 14-6. Dexter Williams with both of their touchdowns thus far as he scored twice on the ground. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. The Titans played well a week ago. They're doing it again as they try to run their mark to 2-0. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Bengal offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They run once more with Dillon. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Burrow looking to pass. And that'll be complete to Dillon. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Back to throw here. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Now their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Play action. Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And Jackson throwing once more. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Tough effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens add 6 to their lead. Yeah, I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On third down, Burrow. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. From the gun, it's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Flowers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Jackson throwing complete there to Flowers.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great work.
Dobbins hit, and he fumbles. And the Bengals grab it, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Come on, ready?
Now Burrow on first down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Antonio Johnson.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
We haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Burrow. He'll find Jones again, complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
Now swing pass for Dillon.
Now he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And they will remain well behind. The Ravens offense back out there. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Moss. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once.
And Andrews lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Green's got it over the middle. And he's going to be taken to the ground right there at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Throwing again, it's Burrow. A quick throw there is incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The offense on 3rd down, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. This complete to Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it with Dillon. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. They run again with Dillon. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Houston set to take over. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he'll rumble for about 5 up close to the 40. From the gun, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So for Houston, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.